Good morning. In this video, I will talk to you and tell you about the story of Simon the Shoemaker. The name of the story is What Men Live by Leo Tolstoy. The story takes place in Russia. There was a man called Simon. He used to be a shoemaker. He and his wife had one old coat for the winter. Simon went to buy more wool so that he could make a coat. But the wool seller would not give him any credit because Simon did not have enough money. And Simon went to collect money from his customers, but they didn't pay him. They didn't have the money. So on his way back home, it's cold, it's freezing. He's thinking about his coat. He's thinking that it's too cold when he sees a naked man freezing in the snow. He keeps on walking, just like in the story of the Good Samaritan. He keeps on walking, but stops and turns around to help. This man is named Michael, and he takes off his coat, takes off his boots, and he puts them on Michael and takes Michael home. Before that, he had also taken a few drinks, so he was drunk. When he arrives home, his wife starts yelling at him, complaining about him wasting his money on liquor and bringing home a bum that doesn't even have a shirt. During all of this, Michael just is very serious and poised. Then Simon says, "Please give us food." And the wife starts yelling again, "Food? There is no food. Not much anyway." Then she pours a cup of soup for Michael, and apparently for her own husband. Michael then learns to make shoes. The first customer... Who was the first customer? Eventually, Michael got very good at making shoes. In the whole story, Michael only smiles 3 times. Once, when the wife agrees to give him food, and 2 more. Concentrate here. Alright, so in the story, a rich man shows up and says, "I brought the leather. Make the boots my size or I will not pay you." And Michael sees him, right? Simon, the old shoemaker, says, "Michael, my hands shake and my eyesight, your eyesight is better. You're younger. You're as good as I am or better. Now you are better than I am. Please make the boots for the old man, for the rich man. The next day, the old woman says, to herself, why is Michael making slippers instead of boots?
Come on.
Maybe I heard wrong. I am an old woman. Finally, the last customer was a woman with two twins that were 6-year-old girls, and one of them had a deformed foot because the mother had given birth and rolled on top of that foot. And Michael smiles because eventually he explains himself. Well, back to the woman, she says, I'm not their mother, but I have known them since the day after they were born, because I gave birth to my son 6 years ago, and my neighbor woman gave birth to these two girls. But then she died and rolled over and crushed the foot of this one. And the next day I went to visit her. We were all so poor. The woman's husband had died the week before. But ever since I took care of I started breastfeeding these two girls, and the village decided to let me keep them since I was the only breastfeeding woman in the village. And 2 years later, my own son died. Oh, where would I be without these two girls? Also, she mentioned that her husband's business had prospered after the arrival of the girls. And this was the third smile that Michael gave. Eventually, he explains what happened to him. He said, I was an angel and I disobeyed God. And therefore, hello my son, I love you.
Hi. Oh, it's just ready, just in front.
Cereal, I think. La hora es 6:47 o 6:41. Gracias por limpiar la mesa. So Michael, what happened to him? Explained that when he was found in the snow, he had just disobeyed God. He was supposed to take the soul of the woman that had just given birth. But the woman told him, my husband died and there is no one to take care of these children, these two twins. Please let me live. And when he went back up to heaven to tell God about that, his wings disappeared and he fell into the snow and he was naked and freezing. That's when Michael says, I saw you, Simon, and had you taken one more step, you would have died. But you turned and came back and gave me your coat and gave me your boots. And you saved me. Then then your wife gave me food, and I smiled because I saw my friend, the angel of death, standing next to her. And when she gave me the food, then the angel returned without her. As for the old man, the rich man, he was making plans for the next year with his boots. And that evening, he was going to die. And when I saw that I was proved wrong, I thought that there was no one to take care of the two twins. And that's why I had disobeyed God. But I had been wrong. This woman has taken care of the twins as if they were her own children. Now I have learned that men live by love. And I'm ready to go back to being an angel. That was the story. It's beautiful. Listen to it on LibriVox, I believe it is, or even if not, it's on YouTube. Probably also posted by LibriVox. LibriVox.org. God bless you and those that surround you.